Hello. What you know what that is? You know what that says? Feast days. The feast days. I mean, um, the reason why this, I'm gonna hold it there for a minute. I'm gonna hold it there for a minute. The feast days. The reason why I'm saying that is because maybe I might have to go back in Genesis and look at the creation story in Genesis, and you have to understand what does feast days mean, and what does all this mean. All of this pointed to the foreshadowing of the cross when when God died on the cross for each of our sins. Now, I'm not a big fan of religion, as I would say. I'm not, because it actually it took courage for me is to be able to get on here and to do what I'm doing now. Yeah, it actually took courage. So it actually took courage. Hold on, let me check something right quick. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it actually took courage. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the long story short. I'm not gonna keep the video out, and I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm going to get right off into it. It says about the cover, a major event occurred at the moment that Christ died on the cross. Jesus, when he had cried again with a loud voice, yielded up the ghost, and behold, the veil of the temple was rent in twain from top to the bottom, and the earth did quake, and the rocks rent. Matthew 27, verses 27, 50 to 51, and Mark chapter 15, verse 38. The entire ceremonial system of types had suddenly, dramatically ended. God himself drew near and clearly showed this, his decisions in the matter. In the midst of the week, he shall cause the sacrifice and the oblations to cease. Now, I'm going to do my very best is to continue to break that stuff down. Now, here's where this is what I'm reading from. But what I'm going to do is, yeah, I'm gonna wait a minute. I want to make sure that I complete a sentence and make sure that I make sense, because people will take the what that word was. Uh, See that word right there? Ceremonia. See that word ceremonia? They take and they mix that up and they combine them all up in one with the Ten Commandments. And we have to understand that the Ten Commandments and the ceremonial laws are totally different. It's a unique and distinct law description. So you can't put them all into one. And I'm gonna as I get off into this, I'm gonna make sure that I try to give you the good understanding and everything. The feast days, part one, laws given through Moses, which are required today. Which are required today? Are they the Ten Commandments, or are they the ceremonial laws? Excuse me a minute. Okay, it says the Ten Commandments. The feast days, part one, laws given through Moses, which are required today. See that? And basically, I'm just trying to encourage myself is to get back off into it. Now, it says the Ten Commandments. The moral law of the Ten Commandments was repeated by God to his people at Mount Sinai. It was not first given to them there. The Ten Commandments stands above and apart from every other ruler and regulations. Through uh, the grace of Christ, through the grace of Christ, we must obey this law. When the law was spoken, the Lord, the creator of heaven and earth, stood by the side of his son, enshrouded in the fire and smoke on the mountain. It was not here that the law was first given, but it was proclaimed that the children of Israel, whose ideas had become confused and their association with idolaters in Egypt, idolaters in Egypt, might be reminded of its terms and understood what constitutes the true worship of Jehovah. Bible commentary 1103, 1104. So what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna get heavily off into it until I get a great and a better understanding. I can do it, but I want to make sure that I do my whole research before I get off into this. Excuse me. So I'm going to close the video out. Let me go back here and do it, because I want to get a capture of these green bushes while I'm going. Yeah, I want to get a capture of these green bushes. All right, people, I'm out.